Like, imagine you can train this local AI that's not connected to the cloud, that nobody else will see. It's on your device. You can upload your own pictures, videos, transcripts, bank statements. You can start to give it real personal data because it's not leaving your device, you know what I'm saying? So I went to an AI Expo last weekend here in Washington, D.C. at the Convention Center. And it kind of completely changed the way I view AI, you know what I'm saying? In a good way, at least. You know, all the topics at the Convention Center include, you know, Claude Code, ChatGPT, agents, you know, skills, goals, a lot of the agentic AI stuff that was really highlighted in this convention. But what really caught my eye was surprising, and that was local AI, owning your own AI platform or agent or, you know, chatbot, whatever. Something that's trained on the data you choose, something that's not connected to the internet, something that can be put on a device like this, something that you can own yourself, customize, fine-tune, or whatever, and not pay a subscription. A lot of companies are looking into this, and there were a lot of companies that provided that service for different, you know, larger companies that are trying to get into the AI space as well. And the goal of all of that was to make AI more cheaper, faster, more customizable, and most importantly, more personal as well. So you're not worried about, is Claude gonna sell my data? You know, because to be honest, a lot of us are willingly giving these AIs a lot of data on us, and they're able to just sell it off to anybody to who knows what to do what. At the convention, they had a lot of like panel talks and different classes and things like that. I happened to go to one of the meta ones. They had somebody that was in the concrete sector, somebody that was using LLMs in the space sector as well. And they were just talking about how all these different companies are using Llama, which is an open source LLM, if you don't know. Open source meaning, you know, anybody can contribute to it. It's easy to download. These are lightweight models, you know, out of the way. So you can run a Llama on your phone, on your laptop that you have, you know, on your desktop that you have, you know, pretty much any modern day device that you have, you can run this LLM on. And they were explaining how they were fine tuning the Llama LLM to do specific tasks, you know. More companies are gonna start moving towards this way because right now, the AI companies, they have it. They're the kingpins right now, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but you know, that's just the way it is. You know, they own all the data, they own the product, so if their servers go down, you know, if your business relies on that, your business is down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a complete control over it. So I think companies are gonna start moving towards private AI, maybe building their own miniature data centers on premise, and they can have, you know, different LLMs that they train on their data that their employees or executive leadership can use, you know, to carry out business operations. So one thing I realized in AI too, that it's not just hype anymore. It's no longer hype. This is why I kind of think the AI bubble is not gonna burst anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? This is something that the whole world is racing to. This is almost like our generation's internet. You know what I'm saying? How in 99 and the 2000s, in the .com era, unfortunately that bubble did burst. But AI, it's so useful and it's so almost needed in certain industries, you know, that I don't think it's gonna burst anytime soon. So you might as well join it. This was the highlight in the whole convention, in my opinion, was the local AI. There are multiple companies that were offering services like, you know, we make a custom LLM that you can interact with on your data, on a closed system, things like that. And they also have ones where they kind of tokenize whole LLMs, like, you know, kind of compress LLMs into a, you know, a smaller file size where you can run these things on devices or anything, on any device you can think of for real, you know? So you can have like local AI on the battlefield. You know, like soldiers can have local AI on the battlefield. If they're hurt, they can call back to base or whatever. Or people that in space, like astronauts, can interact with LLMs in the space station. You know, if they have a question and if they need help fixing something, you know what I'm saying? It's To me, that's the future. No, because once AI becomes local, a lot of things change, like privacy. You get more control, lower costs in the long term. Right now, the cost for local AI right now is the actual hardware itself. To run like an efficient LLM, it's gonna run you a couple thousand, maybe even more for real. But and that's really what inspired me, because I'm already building stuff. I'm already interested in automation, AI, things like that, music, and to have something local on my device that I can interact with, and it be just as good as Claude Code, like Claude and ChatGPT. To me, that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you can interact with it anywhere in the world. As long as it's on your network at the house. Hey. Like, imagine you can train this local AI that's not connected to the cloud, that nobody else will see. It's on your device. You can upload your own pictures, videos, transcripts, bank statements. You can start to give it real personal data because it's not leaving your device. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be powerful, bro. Like, you can do so much stuff with that. And I know everybody's afraid of AI. Everybody's tired of hearing about AI and things like that. Hey, I'm one of them. But in my humble opinion, I really do think this is a huge opportunity opening for everybody. Right now, AI gives power to the people with the ideas. Before, people with the ideas had to recruit people that can actually do things, things like that, and they kind of get discouraged throughout that process. But now you have the process in a team on your phone now or on your laptop, you know what I'm saying? So the sky is really the limit. As somebody in tech, as somebody who wants to build things, somebody in music, I feel like AI has really opened up the door for many opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Opportunities that might have taken a long time in the past are now open right now at a click of a button, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of is exciting for me. So if you're in AI, tech, music, whatever, make sure you subscribe right now because it's only the beginning. I'll be showing my journey on how I use these tools to really, help my life and help my business adventures and things like that. So the future is bright and I'm excited for it, and I hope you are too. And I'll see y'all in the next video.